RSL Nation, welcome to the RSL Bros. The heck is wrong with you, bro?
I'm happy we're back. We have so much to go over this episode. This is a fun episode. Woo!
You're like you're way up here. Holy cow! I gotta get on your level. Um, yeah. Welcome everyone. Marcus is up here, and I'm gonna get there eventually. But I guess we'll ask you, how are you, Marcos?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm on a whole nother level apparently today. Um, we stayed up late. Maddie and we had, I think you guys probably saw on our Twitter and our Instagram, we cracked out a new logo for you guys. It looks fresh, it's clean, and hopefully you guys like it.
Yes, because one, I look the same. There are no improvements for me. In fact, I think I look older because there's only hair on the sides. I think I'm gonna ask Maddie for a request to put like a couple wisps of something. I have something up here. Okay,
But
uh,
on the plus side, we didn't give you a dad bod, so there's that.
that's true. He didn't give me the circle somewhere around here, but
The circle.
I
But how are things with you?
um well, let's be real here. I'm gonna be real frank here, guys. This is
I don't
take
know if
number
Frank has to
two.
be involved.
If Frank does not have to be involved, but this is take number two for us. So I think we know the answers, but I'm going to tell you guys I'm doing a little bit better. um, man, take one was rough. Um, guys, I kids are great. Kids are great. Have them. They're a blast. But
Or
man,
so they say.
they love to visit. That I'm making this positive. They love to visit. So we had a couple of visits from my kids on the last take, and yeah,
I
I'm
I
doing
told
great.
them that they should have been involved. Like we should have had them maybe sitting back and like giving their input as well.
Should have been the RSL nieces and nephews.
RSL Niños.
RSL Ninos. There we go. Copywritten. Don't take it, anyone. That's ours.
I like it.
So
But you guys are probably wondering, hey, the bros are wearing matching shirts today. What's up with that? But you guys probably already know there was some freaking big news along with all the other news that exploded this week. This guy,
find him. No, where is he? He's in the middle of your shirt.
like, there's too many on my shirt, but this guy, he's coming to the MLS. Messi League Soccer coming to Miami.
I mean, that's just one of the. I think I counted on our list. We have like 6 or 7, 8 different things we need to talk about today. So I'm ready when you are.
I mentioned to him prior to this episode. I was like, we have so much to go over in this episode. It could be an hour and a half long, so it's like a movie. So hopefully you guys are prepared. Have your popcorn and sit back and enjoy. So, like we mentioned, without further ado, Messi's coming to the MLS.
Senor
So,
Messi.
Senor Messi, he turned down $1 billion to go to play in $1 billion to go play in the freaking Saudi league with Ronaldo and now Benzema, which is huge. It that I can't comprehend. Turning down $1 billion. Whew.
I mean, it's just like what some people on Twitter are saying. There are levels here. Okay, there is playing for the money, and there's playing for the love of the game. I think Messi's is a combo of the two. Only because if he was playing for the love of the game, he would have waited for Barcelona for whenever. I mean, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
saga. But
Oh yeah.
Reader's Digest version, he would have had to wait until the end of August to even be registered to play. So he wouldn't have been able to be in any team involvement until the end of August. So he didn't want to wait. He didn't want to get burned, just like he did 2 years ago when he had to move to Paris. So he's like, I'm taking control of my life, and that's why he made this decision to come to Miami.
Yeah. So Messi already has a home in Miami. And then they're in the works of making a base camp for the Argentine national team prior to Copa America and the World Cup that's going to be coming in 26. So that probably had to do with the fact of Messi coming to MLS. And along with that, along with his deal with MLS already being on Apple TV, he gets a share of Apple TV along with parts of Adidas. So, fact, frick, he turned down $1 billion, but he's like, I don't care. I get money from Apple TV and Adidas.
So couple of things. One, I saw a funny thing on Twitter where someone said, "All you Ronaldo lovers who are wearing Apple products, you're paying Messi." and and two, um, for us bros and our family who are huge Argentine national team fans, fanatics, having the base here in the United States, especially for Copa America and for World Cup, this is huge in terms of a possible Messi playing in the World Cup. Copa America, he's already said he's going to do,
Oh yeah,
but to have Messi, uh, I think it's a possibility that he plays in the World Cup because he doesn't have to travel anywhere else. He doesn't
oh
have
yeah.
to move his family anywhere else. He's going to be well rested here. He's going to understand the environment. It's like he's coming to help the national team land here in the United States. Like I've already scouted everything for you guys.
I We saw how he was treated in PSG, being booed by the fans and all that. I don't see that happening here in Miami because we see what already happened in 2 days on their Instagram page. They went from 1.4 million followers to now, I think I just checked before we went on. I think they're at 6.8 now on Instagram. That's 5 billion followers in 2 days. Like, how?
I
How?
think
So,
I think if there were even jerseys available to sell of Messi, I think they may have replicated would have replicated what he did in PSG, and they
oh yeah.
sold millions and millions of dollars worth of jerseys the first day.
Yeah, so I don't think Don Garber or anybody on MLS needs to worry about Miami or anybody booing him. They're gonna be cheering him on so hard here at stadiums. And we've already seen ticket prices in some areas started at $40, $50 just for the cheapest tickets prior to Messi. Now they're about 800 to 1,000. Messi's supposed first game against Cruz Azul in next month, cheapest ticket standing room only, about $1,000, which is mind-boggling. That's like Messi, great player. I would love to see him, but $1,000 to go see Cruz Azul because Cruz Azul, they're about a mid-level team in Liga MX.
Yeah, let's be real here, because $1,000 to go see Messi play against Cruz Azul, I wouldn't pay for that. The only time I would pay that kind of money is if I were to see Messi playing for Argentina in a major tournament, not even a friendly.
Oh yeah,
It needs to be in a major
yeah.
tournament.
If it was like the World Cup final, Champions League final, then yes, of course. But we're talking this is the League's Cup against Cruz Azul.
I'm telling you, if you think that $1,000 will get you into a World Cup final or Champions League final, $1,000 will make you be the water boy. You pay to be the water boy.
No, facts. Um, and we've already seen the size of Miami Stadium, of the about 18,000 seat stadium. Um, I, in my opinion, I think it'd make more sense for Miami to be playing in Hard Rock Cafe where the Dolphins play. A lot bigger venue, bring in a lot more money to not only them but the whole city of Miami. I think that should be a normal thing going to every single city where Messi's going, whether it be to Denver, whether it be to Nashville, all over the US. It should be the normal thing instead of playing in 17, 20,000 seat stadiums.
That is going to be an issue. I think
Yeah.
because my thought is, and this is where I'm going to be deviating from like 90% of the population. I think because you have smaller stadiums, of course they're going to sell out. But
Oh yeah.
because of that, the ticket prices are going to shoot through the roof. I'm all about giving. I mean, this is separates from. I'm not going to get political here, but this definitely deviates from my political thinking. In this case, I need more people involved. I'm willing to like gift things to people. So if I want people to see Messi, I want a bigger venue. Um, I'm going to be wanting to make sure that a bunch of tickets are going to be sold. I'm going to make sure that that I get the most amount of people as possible seeing Messi, because this is I will call it a once in a lifetime opportunity to have the greatest player of all time playing in the United States. Now, asterisk, whatever, asterisk, Pele played in the United States. I
He
know
did,
that.
but that was prior to MLS, of course.
Prior to MLS, soccer was not that popular, so he wasn't seen by everyone. Um, Now, because of technology nowadays, everyone
Mhm.
knows who Messi is. Um,
Yeah.
if you even know what soccer is, you've heard of Messi. If you don't know who Messi is, you'll learn who Messi is, because
Yep. So speaking of that, I was at the grocery store yesterday, right? And you have some older ladies who you would not expect them to know anything about soccer, but I can overhear them down the aisle literally talking about this news. So that just tells you how big this is happening, where people are talking about this at the grocery store.
now the question is, why were you near the old ladies? Were they grabbing their old lady medications, and you were like, I need old lady medication too?
No, I ran out of cereal. Let's get real.
That's your cooking level right there. Cereal.
I gotta have my bunch of oats with some milk.
Bunches of oats. Like seriously, I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
the clusters, of course.
with the clusters. I mean, I'm a mini wheats guy, but
Yeah.
lately, because I have kids, I've been on this Captain Crunch and Cocoa Puffs stint. So,
But
anyways,
anywho, so like we said, we can open up a whole jar. We could keep talking about Messi for like a whole straight episode straight. But glad that this happened. I have mixed emotions about this. I think it's good for the whole U.S. Prior to Copa America, right prior to the World Cup, so we can see the growth of soccer in the US for people that are curious, that love Messi, that want to dive in more. But then the fact that the thing that I don't like about this, like we kind of just mentioned, is ticket prices. We see people that are from like a poor background that want to see Messi so much. That's his idol. They're their idol, but they can't afford it at all, which breaks my heart because if you want to see Messi, then I feel like make it easier for the public.
yeah, I'm. All of us are not fans of the people who jack up prices for ticket sales, especially those ones that
Yeah,
sell outside the stadium. But
exactly.
this is it's hard, because you're going to get people that buy the tickets when they were cheap, and they're going to
Hmm.
resell them.
Oh yeah.
Good for them, I mean, in terms of what do you call it, getting a profit off of their ticket. But
Yeah.
man, I'm with you. I wish that all fans of Messi would be able to see him. I think that he wants that as well. He wants, because he knows what he means to the world soccer.
And,
He wishes that he
and
could.
you and I were talking prior before Messi decided to come to the MLS. When Copa America was coming to the US, we were like, yeah, we're gonna save up money so we can go see Messi next year. Yeah, next year. But now things have just gotten a lot more crazier.
Yeah, this is gonna get crazy for the next couple of months. So hold on. I mean,
But
I'm fanboying right now. I'm freaking out as well, but I'm trying to like
yeah,
figure out what's going on.
but of course, nothing is really on pen and paper quite yet. Things can kind of change. So we'll just have to see if what happens until then.
Yes, but do you know what is probably going to happen? Still not pen and paper, but RSL is getting their own Messi.
That's right. So the very same day, within like a couple of hours of this whole messy, insane insanity happening, we got our own. And by the name of Chicho Arrango, LAFC Supporter Shield winner last year, MLS Cup winner last year, just played for Pachuca, scored a good amount of goals, and he's ours.
Still not pen and paper, but
But
Twitter, Twitter, the most reliable source on this planet, confirmed to us that Chicho Arango talks were advanced, and apparently there was an Instagram story floating around this morning of him on a flight, not saying where he was going, but he says we're off.
and
So
then along with that, about an hour or so ago on Twitter, I saw Pachuca saying gracias to Arango for his playing. So it's like, hmm. So all I gotta say is Elliot Fall and Ryan Smith. Everybody was doubting them prior to the season. Like Elliot Fall, Pablo, you gotta go, and that we need a number 9. Well, they listened, and we got a number 9.
I mean, we're not the only one, only fan base, but we are very impatient. Um, but at the same time, we um we are the most forgiving as well.
Oh,
We
yeah.
will go on a 1-2 game winning streak, and we think we are like we've changed the season. And then
We're
next thing,
gonna go to the Club World Cup.
I mean, I'm going to do a quick review real quick. After we beat Charlotte, we did 3-1
Yes.
at Charlotte.
Yeah.
We did 2-1 at Dallas, where we lost. We did
Mhm.
3-1 against San Jose. And then we did a 1-1 or 0-0 against Seattle, right? Or was it
All,
1-1?
all I can say is your memory is on fire.
Well, I only say this because of those 2 wins right there where we won 2 in within 3 games, and then we had a good showing against Seattle. People were
Yeah,
saying we've turned the corner. We've turned the corner. After that Seattle game, and so from that Seattle game, for the next 4 league games, we did not score a single goal.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
um I'm just saying that we flip flop a lot. We're like, we're gonna be. This is where our season turns, and next thing we go 4 straight games without scoring a goal. Fire everyone. We need new people. Yada yada. But then we forgive them right away. Right after we start winning, we beat. We tied Portland. Then we went to
Colorado beat them twice.
Colorado, beat them twice. Went to Minnesota, tied, and then that's when we thought we were going good. And then we got LA Galaxy last week, and we're like, what the heck? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And now we did Austin and LA Galaxy again. So
Yeah. I will admit I was partially kind of like that beginning of the season. I was like, yeah, we need to totally rip house, just start from scratch. But I'm seeing what Elliot and Brian Smith are doing, and it's paying off big time because they just dropped 6 mil on Chicho Arrango, who we saw last season win Supporter Shield MLS Cup. And if you remember last season when LAFC was here, 4-1 victory, Arango had 2 goals, which were 2 good goals. And he's a very cheeky, skillful player who I'm excited to see play along with Saba and Gomez, which is another Colombian.
ooh,
So we got 3 Colombians now.
um, 3 Colombians, which is obviously. I mean, I think someone was mentioning that we're turning into a Colombian soccer club. Um,
We used to have the powerhouses of Argentine football. Now we're turning into Colombian football.
which is not bad. It's great. I love it. I love it. But you mentioned those 3 up top. That's going to be dangerous, especially with since we're talking about quote unquote rumors.
Yeah,
Sava was said to have was starting talks with Fortaleza in Brazil. He was going to be doing some kind of deal within the week. We have confirmation from the Twitterverse again that those talks did fall, and for right now, Sava is staying with RSL, which means a Sava Arango Gomez attack is imminent.
let's hope this source is actually real because we've seen too many fall through them.
We've seen a lot of fall through. In fact, we're gonna someone else has already admitted it out in the Twitterverse, but we're gonna do it from our side. Um, someone in Colombia decided to troll RSL fans, and half of us fell for it.
We we, we,
So,
we don't appreciate that. So no,
like,
not cool.
come on, bro. Uh, though it was a it was bad on all sides. So, anyways, there's no more rumors right now, but the fact that we have three good attackers, bringing in Gomez from the offseason, keeping Sava, and now bringing Chicho.
Let me ask you this question:
Yeah.
with Arango coming, well, next month when pen paper all finalized, do you feel like Musovski, Krylak, and Rubin they lost their starting job,
Bye
and then possibly
bye.
and then Luna with Luna being back as well?
Here you go. Here's what I have. Here's my new starting four up top, because that's what we
Oh,
play. We do a 4-2-3-1. Here's my 3-1. Okay.
yeah,
It's the same three that I've been preaching for the past 3 weeks. Sava, Luna, Gomez, Chicho.
inter-
Oh, oh, oh.
that's interesting, but okay.
It's not interesting. You've been agreeing with it for the past 3 weeks.
I wouldn't
You,
go.
do you know what we would call you?
I still wouldn't go Luna.
Do you know what we would call you in Argentina? We call you
What would we call me?
panqueque. You are a panqueque. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you flip.
I prefer French toast over pancakes, but okay.
No, first panqueques, second France. Because of this.
No, no. But yeah, no. I think that's still a solid attack. But I'm excited. This is a great, possibly one of the better signings that we've seen in RSL history, just from the fact of how many goals he brought to LAFC when he was with that club.
This
But
isn't
mind
one
you,
of the best. This is the best.
but mind you, is he going to be able to still contribute and bring that amount of goals? Because when he was with LAFC, he had the likes of Bouanga, Bella, uh, he had Bale, but here he doesn't really have any other good players besides Sala and Gomez.
Okay. Here's me bringing my I'm going to defend all Hispanics on the team. When you have people of your same culture, of your same soccer knowledge, likeness, you tend to play better together. Yeah. When you're playing with people that are of your same likeness, you tend to think the same. And
Yeah,
so you have uh, this may sound a little funny, but you have Ojeda from Paraguay. You have Ruiz from Argentina, Chile. You have Sava from Venezuela. You have Luna that's Mexican American. You have Gomez who's Colombian, Chicho who's Colombian, Vera who's Colombian, Silva who's from Uruguay, Oviedo from Costa Rica. My friend, for me, when you have all these players together, they can communicate in their own language out on the field. Yes, they've all
that's true.
learned. A majority of them have learned English, but from a player I've played before, I've refed, and I can hear cohesion. When you can speak your own language, there is more cohesion. Yes, you can have time with players and you can develop that cohesion, but immediate cohesion usually comes amongst countrymen or amongst languages that are the same.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Sava, Luna, Gomez, Chicho lineup is good, plus an Ojeda Ruiz midfield behind them.
Yeah, because you look when he was with LAFC, literally all he had for Hispanics was Vela.
Yeah, and there might have been one or two others because we're not LAFC fans, we can't really give off
Yeah.
any other ones. But yes, I think that he won't have any issue fitting into RSL. He won't.
Oh no, not the slightest. But I think it's very good timing for the games that we have coming up. And we'll touch on that in a second. But
But
very good timing for this signing for
yes,
things to come.
Absolutely. But before we talk about that good timing, that the LA game, we're gonna get into this LA game. We're not gonna get too much into it because look, we won. There, I
We
spoiled it
did.
for everyone.
We did.
I spoiled it.
Dang it.
Um,
Dang it. I was waiting for this episode to find out the news.
guys, this was the quarterfinal of the US Open Cup, Lamar US Open Cup. And let me tell you, it was exciting to watch,
It was.
but still leaves some doubts open for Real Salt Lake. Well, you'll mention it. Well, I'll let you mention it because you were at the press conference. But
Hmm.
overall, a good performance.
Yeah.
We started out well. First off, we're going to talk about one Krylock playing great. Number two, Rubio is on a streak.
I'll have some of his lemonade.
Seriously. So we have Rubio coming off of a two goal performance last game.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
this game he gets 2.5 assists.
Well, yeah, half.
That's why I said 2.5. Um,
But it starts off in the 19th minute with an assist from Rubio Rubin that's just slotted right across, right to Demir, and just puts it away. It's like you couldn't have scripted a better pass. Like,
um, it was. Let me tell you, I was happy to see it. First off, because it was a goal. Second off, because it was Rubio doing what he does. What does he do? According to Pablo, he does the dirty work. He did
mhm,
the work to get that cross, and Krylock being in a fortunate spot because now we've deemed him as our current 9 because we don't have one yet. But he played that position well and got the goal.
he did, and surprised me on that one, honestly. And then an unfortunate thing happening. A couple minutes after this, we see huge superstar, uh, Mexican superstar Chicharito. Nobody touches him. He just steps awkwardly and pulls his ACL, correct?
Yep, he tore his ACL, and
Or his ACL.
it was really unfortunate because it was his teammate passed him a ball that would put him through. He was about 30
Hmm.
yards out from goal, received it, took one or two steps, and boom, one of those steps did not fit well with his foot and tore his ACL right off the bat. He was yelling for people to come on. RSL was telling people to come on. Everyone knew that it was a bad situation.
Oh yeah, and that is not how anyone wants to end their season. So hopefully the best speedy recovery for Chicharito, and it's just kind of downhill for LA Galaxy because they obviously sit bottom of the West now without their superstar. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll say this only for his part of the game. I didn't see him getting into the game very comfortable.
Yeah.
The 20 minutes that he was playing, he did have he was right around the area, a couple of chances that LA had at the beginning of the game, but I didn't really feel his presence there. Um, and unfortunately, throughout this whole season, he struggled at the first with an injury, came back, got a red card. it, this season has been a rough season for Chicharito, and we really hope all the best for him and that he recovers from his injury well enough to be able to play again.
Yeah. And of course, with him getting injured, they had to do a substitution with Jovic coming on, who Jovic and Puig were the two that started up top in the previous last week's matchup. And I'll admit it, when Jovic came on, I was kind of scared that we'd be seeing deja vu of last week with that scary combo of an attack. Were you kind of thinking that, or you were like kind of feeling confident?
Look, at this point when this happened, we had scored the goal. Um,
Yeah.
and like I said, there wasn't much going on with LA except for maybe a couple of attacks. I was feeling confident. 1-0. It was still being battled, but I was confident that we were going to pull it off. Um, especially with you mentioned his name, Jovic. There we are. I'm like, what's his name? Um, Even with Jovic last game, where we lost, I didn't really feel him, so
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't too worried. Um, but the fact that RSL did not let down after the first goal was a good sign, which brings us to the second goal, where as a referee, I'm not sure exactly what the call was. Um, I'll do one of these because I don't know if it was because of the grab. I don't know if there was like some kind of shout for a handball because the hand was kind of back here. It's a penalty.
We'll take it. We'll take it. And unfortunately, at this stage of the Open Cup, there's no VAR. VAR is not available until the final, which some like it, some don't. Like,
I'll
in
take it
my
for this game.
opinion, I'll take it for this game. I wish VAR was available for every round, but it is what it is. We got the penalty, and who steps up? Krylock. So Krylock just slots it home and makes it two on the night.
Two for him, two for RSL. We were good. We were good.
But you
Going
know
into
what?
halftime like that is good.
You know what they say? A two-goal lead is the scariest in soccer. It
But
is.
that's why we made it 3-0.
Tres Acero.
Yeah, which again, bringing back Rubin. Rubin had I'll compare it to the no look pass because RSL Nation, we got to this point in the last take. So Marcos already knows the answer, finally. But Marcos, I'll let you give us the answer. What does this pass remind you of?
Let me think. Was it against Argentina against the Netherlands?
Hey, look at that. You did it. My gosh, it took you I mean, no, you didn't even get it last take. But
I
yes,
originally, I originally thought it was the Croatia game, if I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't.
But anywho, so Rubin literally slots it home, threads that needle, beautiful to Sava, and Sava just dishes it back of the net. But as Sava scores this, you can see him running to the South supporters, and just celebrating with them. But in this week, we've been seeing speculation, rumors of Sava being traded and all that. But I think with Sava running to those supporters and all that, I think that was just kind of like putting the sweat down and be like, I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. I love this fan base. I love this team. That's kind of the vibe I was getting.
So I think previously, if I'm not wrong, Sava has never ever celebrated with the fans, which
Yeah,
is
I think you're right.
um he always goes and does his me no up here. Um
Yeah.
but he's never celebrated with fans. So I think you're right. When he goes and celebrates with the fans this time, he almost gives a demonstration of I'm here, I'm with the fans, I'm with the club for now.
Yeah, it's definitely a talking point, and if that's the case, like you previously mentioned, we're in for a very good attack of that top three of Gomez, Arango, and Sava. So
I mean,
that's
can you imagine? Um,
I
leave
can.
leave. Yes, you can. So I'm going to make you imagine also. Um, Sava, Sava. No, if Rubin wasn't there, I think Sava is making that pass to a Chicho Arango. I think Sava is making combination plays with a Luna, with a Chicho, with Gomez, with Ojeda. I mean, there's going to be so many combination plays. I am starting to dream. I I mean, can I not dream?
They're they're going to be taking turns on who wants to assist, who wants to score a goal. But like I had a goal last game. You assist to me,
It's like, here, I'll give you a goal. No, I'll give you a goal. No, I'll give you an assist. Now, it's gonna be.
right?
I'm dreaming about all this stuff. It's gonna be
But
good.
at this point in the game, we're up 3-0, and I'll admit it. I was sitting pretty. I'm like, we pack our bags. We're going semis, 2 wins away from the final. But you can't trust the Galaxy, even when they are the worst team in the MLS. We saw that last week when we played them, and unfortunately, they got themselves a penalty in the 82nd minute by Mr. Brugman. They got themselves a penalty, and he couldn't build his beaver dam. His beaver dam was not strong enough, and they slotted it home. So at that point, 3-1. And like we previously mentioned, a 2-goal lead is not the safest lead in
But
soccer.
we had 3-0.
But we had 3-0. But the what you would not expect, the player you would not expect to score a goal in this game scored a goal. And we mentioned it in the last time that these teams scored. You want to hit on this?
Well, here's my question to you. Why was it unexpected? It's flipping Douglas Costa.
But I talked about it in last time, the first time these teams played, and he has more red cards this season than goals.
It's true. It's true. I mean, so I'll give you that point. But here's the thing for me. He he's dangerous. Douglas Costa is dangerous, whether he's playing for LA Galaxy or Juventus. He's dangerous. So him scoring did not surprise me. The
No.
way he scored the goal that he scored, and I'm gonna tell you, there are different names for that.
Oh,
It's
please.
a golazo,
Es a golazo.
a banger, what do you call it? You call it
It's a
a
scream. It's a screamer.
screamer. Um, whatever you call it in whatever language you want, it's a goal.
Yes, that was a goal. So 84th minute, it's 3-2, and I went from pack our bags, going semis to panic mode. We are screwed.
Uh,
We are in trouble.
I was panicking. I was like, "Are you kidding me? We are in the last. What minute did they score again? The second one,
84. 84.
84th minute. What the heck? I'm like
I was like
that.
at this point, at this point, can we get this guy?
We need this guy's help.
Anybody calling in backup?
Yeah. I was freaking out.
Yeah,
And so we literally went on a like desperate mode. We were like,
but luckily for this game, compared to the first time we played LA Galaxy, we didn't have to wait until the 80th minute for substitutions.
this is true. We had been doing subs this whole time, but I think that's
Mhm.
what caused all this stuff that's happening because of the
Yeah,
substitutions that came in. Um,
yeah,
it's not like they've never played. It's just
yeah.
that they came in at a. I don't know if it was even them coming in at wrong times. It was just them, just being them.
I can see that. I can see that. They just weren't jiving. There wasn't good chemistry together, but somehow or another, we scraped away and we got the result at home, which when the ref blew that final whistle, it literally, even though it wasn't really they say sellout crowd, it kind of had the atmosphere of a playoff game, just how electric and how loud everybody was. So good on
Well,
uh,
technically, it is a playoff game.
it. Technically, it is a playoff game, but
It is. So the fact
yeah,
that the fans that were there, good job for bringing a good atmosphere.
yeah. So we get the dub. We move on to the semifinals. Um, and with that, they did the draw yesterday, and we got. I think we hit the lottery. Did we not? We hit the lottery.
I'm telling you, I was working at my computer. I turned it on the CBS Golasso broadcast, and when they pulled our name out of the bowl as number one priority for hosting the final, I yelled. I don't yell for these things normally, but the fact that I yelled means a couple of things. first we're going to talk about the semifinal. Semifinal, we go against Houston in Houston.
Which is
Okay.
unfortunate because that's in Houston in August with the hot, humidity, muggy weather.
Yes. Also, with that, we're playing them twice in the same week.
Which is actually pretty hilarious. We go on a Wednesday for Open Cup semifinals, and then Saturday
For
we
league.
are we're here.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, then they're here.
So here's the funny thing. I'm going to tell you this, and it's not. I'm going to give you a phrase at the very end that you need to learn,
Okay.
because I don't want this to jinx us. But we have done the following. We have played Portland twice in 1 week,
Hmm.
Open Cup and League. We
Hmm.
have played Colorado this twice in the same week. We've played LA Galaxy twice in the same week. We're now going to play Houston twice in 1 week.
Is it? We're taking applications. Anybody else want to play us twice in 1 week?
But I'm saying this because apparently if we play the same team twice in 1 week, we move on in the tournament, which brings the phrase, which this phrase helped this to happen. The phrase is anulo mufa. It
Which you
means
guys, if you saw on our Twitter, we tweeted about that.
yes. So look it up. It just means canceling any jinx. So basically just wishing the team good luck. So anulo mufa, my friends. That's what that's all I'm saying for this tournament now.
We need all that. So no bad vibes, all the good juju come our way. So
Oh,
we
stop, because I forgot to mention the second part of this. Because if anulo mufa works against Houston, we host the final,
we
like I said.
yeah,
But we also need Miami to do their part to get to the final, and that means
the one and only.
this comes to Utah.
He's coming here.
Yeah. And so we need all this to happen. We need the universe to work with us here in Utah in order to
But
bring this guy here.
let's get real. Do you strongly believe that Inter Miami is actually going to pull the upset over Cincinnati, playing in Cincinnati?
Strongly is a really strong word, and no, I don't believe that they will. But
No,
like I said, one can dream, one can hope.
like Cincinnati from the beginning of this tournament is the team that I wanted to avoid at all costs because we see how much of a tear they are in the Eastern Conference right now because they're fighting for supportership because they have Lucia Costa, they have Barrell who literally scored a amazing golazo in their last game against Pittsburgh. So
Yeah,
I don't know, but either way, we win against Houston, we host final. So I'll take either team because I know a home field advantage final will be good for us.
yeah. So I want all the good vibes. I want all the luck, and that's why I'm really excited. So that's why Wednesday I was like emotionally drained. Messi coming, Chicho Arrango, LA game, we qualify. Um, all the possibilities are there for Messi to come to Utah, which is going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
literally the only reason why he would ever come to Utah would be for this game.
What's kind of a little bit funny is we do a whole tournament before the semi game, so we'll be done with the League's Cup before we even play our semifinal game in August.
Yeah, yeah, this is going to be nuts. This is
Yes.
going to be insane. So I'm just happy.
So,
I'm happy.
so like I mentioned, this is perfect timing for Arango and whatever other players we sign because they can get adjusted to the team, how we jive, how we play together before we play Houston on the road.
Yeah, because literally Chicho can be officially signed, I think, July. So
Yeah.
we have him either the first or second game of July. We are
A-O-Tay.
um Oh, that's a lot of excitement for that topic. We need to move on because I'm gonna
There,
like.
there's a reason when I said at the beginning of this episode we need a bowl of popcorn. You still got your bowl of popcorn with you?
No, I sent it off with the kids.
Well,
That's the
bad
only
decision.
that's the only way they would stay.
But tomorrow we got another home game. We got back-to-back home games this week. We got lucky, apparently.
Finally, holy crap! I mean, we're still on this Wednesday Saturday thing, which is killing us.
But
I think.
but not next week.
Thank heavens! Oh my gosh, poor team. But tomorrow, Saturday, we have NYCFC. Um,
Who one
NYCFC
day have
game
a who one
comes
day
at
have a stadium.
they come at a great time for us because
Yeah.
I mean every game is a game we have to compete.
Oh, absolutely.
But statistically, NYCFC is doing horrible.
But remember the last time a team was doing horrible and hadn't won for a long time and came to Rio Tinto? Remember what happened?
I'm not doing another wild prediction like that ever again.
No, no,
I,
no.
I learned my lesson.
So we checked before we did this episode. The last time NYCFC won a game, mind you, April 22nd. We're in June. Like,
Let's just say this. So their last one, yeah, was April 22nd. Since then, 8 games have happened.
yeah,
In those 8 games, they have received 1 point. They have scored 5
no,
goals,
2 points.
2 points. Dang it. I missed one tie. Fine.
Yeah,
2 points in 8 games, 5 goals. My friends, if there was a chance to recover, well, I wouldn't even say let bodies recover. I would say let's like hit this one more time. Then you have the whole week off. I'm just saying
yeah.
this is going to be a good game, good confidence game. If you're wanting to, if we want Rubin to score, if we want more Kryla goals, holy heck, we should let Julio get some goals into this one because he also needs some confidence right now.
Do you feel like since we just played Wednesday that this is a game where you want to rest players or just go balls to the wall and get that dub?
Well, that's what I was just saying. I think we should be pushing this one last time. Let's keep the momentum. Let's not let down. Let's keep this mentality of we're going at it right now. This is a real critical point in the season right now with all this good news that's happening with the
Oh yeah.
the advancement in the Open Cup playoffs. We need all the momentum we can and we need to get as many points as we can, not only at the Riot, but against Eastern Conference rivals because
Hmm.
we don't see them very often. So let's get some freebie points because they don't know exactly how we play. We don't see them multiple times this season.
Yeah. The last time, as you remember, the last time NYCFC and RSL played against each other, I don't want to remind anybody, but 6-0 we played last year. And you know who destroyed it last year? Tati
Tati.
Castellanos. Yeah.
So
And
funny.
you brought it up before this episode, so
Yeah, I brought him up because I saw in the Twitterverse that his loan with Girona in Spain
mhm.
has been terminated. So he is supposed to go back to NYCFC. I don't know how the NYCFC nation is reacting to this. I haven't seen any of it. But the decision now is probably going to be: does he go out again on another loan to well, to some other team,
Yeah.
or does he stay with NYCFC the remaining of the season? I don't know when his contract is up. Anyone that has any information of that can definitely comment and we can have a conversation. But um, Tati Castellanos is a real important player for NYCFC. Without him, they haven't been the same. Ever since they won MLS Cup, um, they haven't been the same.
Yeah, like he is a player that NYCFC needs because look at Eber because NYCFC lost Ever. He went to Seattle, and that's another vital piece in their midfield that they've lost,
Yeah.
who had the experience that they need because they don't really have that. So this is like you mentioned, this is kind of going back to like when we played LA Galaxy. This is a must win at the Riot. A draw isn't sufficient. We need all three.
Yeah. I mean, going apart from that, the Riot should be 3 points guaranteed every single game. Again, this is the time when we should be riding this high. We should be riding this high of good games. We should be riding this high of goals. We're actually scoring goals because in the past 3 games we have scored 7 goals. That's
That's right.
good. That's good. Let's ride that high, and let's ride the high that we're getting all this good news, not only league news but RSL news that Chicho is coming, that Sava is staying, that Luna is back. Let's ride this high, and let's just go into this next part of the season just boom.
Yeah. And I want RSL fans or just anybody in general to not question us getting 3 points because we've lost 4 or 5 games at home. I don't want to be like, well, hopefully we get 3 points at home. I want us to.
There's just no
Oh no,
reason to even doubt us at this point because of the high. Uh,
yeah.
if we lose this weekend, it is going to be a huge disappointment,
Oh,
um,
100%.
because our players are capable. They should be winning this game. Um, the players should be mentally ready for this because they've been mentally ready for the past 2 games. They had a mindset switch. Let's keep it up. Do not let this down because this as soon as this lets down, we go into a longer break. We've been playing Wednesday, Saturday for the past 5 weeks. Don't let the chance to rest for a couple extra days next week and sit on your laurels, as they would say. Don't let that happen because if you do, the I don't know how we're gonna bring this momentum back up again.
You don't. That would be a struggle, and you kind of. But yeah, this is a must win, and we shall see what takes place.
We will,
So
we will. So,
we will. Oh, that's what I was going to touch upon.
oh,
I
I can see you. You're thinking. You're like, I'm trying to think of this thought that I lost, and now I can't think it back.
I lost my train of thought and it just came back. No, I was gonna say with us playing these Wednesday Saturday games and NYC of course not playing Wednesday, I think that kind of gives us the upper hand because we'll have guys who yes some might say they're gonna be kind of tired, but I think that just puts lights of fuel under them and wants them to.
I think
Oh,
the other
you
side.
don't think?
No, I think the other side of this, I agree with you, is that they will be game ready. They've been having to
Oh
be game ready every single week, twice a week, while NYCFC has been having to be game ready once a week, maybe twice a week, 1 or 2 times. But we've been having to be game ready for the past 5 weeks.
yeah,
So
and and going to the practice today, so Friday today. Luna, just coming off the World Cup, he had his speed, he still had his good footwork. But will that be able to be game ready? Will he be able to start? He looked good. Saba looked good as well. So I think we have the upper hand because players just played Wednesday. Diego hasn't played for a while, so he might be a little rusty. But all in all, this is going to be
I
a
mean, Diego's been since Sunday, but
yeah,
I think he's rested. Coming back from Argentina, he's rested. He's like he said in if you guys go to our Twitter page, Marcos asked him a question about how he is doing. He says he's ready to show what he can do, what he's learned, and bring his good performance that he had at the World Cup to RSL. He's ready.
yeah,
Is Pablo ready?
that's the thing.
I'm just saying this is a good opportunity to put him in
Hmm.
to rest other players that may have
Yeah.
just slight knocks, slight exhaustion, fatigue. Good time to bring in Luna and be like, Luna, give me your last 45. Like put him in as a halftime sub, or maybe start him, but get him minutes right away. So that way he's not sitting on the bench wasting away.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say here, start these 45 or X amount of minutes and show us what you did in the World Cup. Show us how many assists you can get. Show us all that. Show us your footwork and your speed, and then we can prove, and then we can maybe actually start you more matches.
Yes. But with that,
With that being said, it's you guys' favorite time. It is predictions.
prediction
Predictions
time.
time. Do the debut.
To the debut.
But
that was really
I think
cringy. I don't even know how to react after that.
I think I started off this week.
Sure, started off.
Like I just mentioned, with us just having a game on Wednesday, getting that victory, I think we're gonna get another victory at home, and we're gonna finally get a shutout that we haven't seen since Colorado, mind you. It's gonna be a 2-0 victory for RSL.
I wanted that one. I should just say the same
Well,
as you. Let's just play a tie this week. Um, look, I think momentum is great. Momentum is up there. We should be closing out of this game. Um, for not ties' sake, I will say that we might be struggling a little bit on finding the goal maybe this game for X reason. Only because I have to say something different than you. I will say 1-0. We're gonna win.
I was like, we can't be the same every week.
We can't be the same, and I'm not gonna do a 3-0. That one killed me. If we get 3-0, great. I'm still gonna go with 1-0. I'm not being burned again.
That's fair. That's fair. But we will see tomorrow at the Riot, America First Field. 7:30 kickoff. Be there. Be loud. Be proud. And let's get another victory at
Oh,
home.
where are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be, well, it's right
No,
other
but
side.
are you gonna be in the north parking lot?
I am. Well, I am gonna be, yeah, the north. I was like trying to do my directions.
North parking lot, my friends.
I will be north parking lot around 6:15 ish. So if you guys see me there, come say hello, and I'll grab you guys' predictions. So maybe one of you guys can be correct for predictions.
Hmm. We'll see.
So we shall see. So around 6 o'clock ish, I will be at parking lot to guys snack you guys predictions. But if you guys are not already, head to the Twitterverse at the RSL Bros. Catch all of our content, catch this episode, and subscribe to us, like us. And then as well, the Instagram, same thing at the RSL Bros.
Exactly. Sorry, I had a quick burp. It was the popcorn that I ate at the beginning of the show. And don't forget to go to YouTube, subscribe, follow us, Spotify, listen to us if you don't want to see our ugly faces.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't half the time want to see my ugly face.
we do this for those that want to see our face. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa.
Oh,
Anyways,
girlfriend.
girlfriend, she doesn't want to see you. Anyways, Arslan Nation, we will catch you the next time.
Until then, peace.
Ciao, ciao.